My name's Scott Allegrucci, and we're in Lawrence, Kansas, but I am the Executive Director of the Great Plains Alliance for Clean Energy, which is a nonprofit focused on clean energy and renewable energy solutions for energy policy in Kansas and the Midwest. The GPACE office is in Topeka, and that's where we've been focused on a battle for the last 3+ years related to some oversized and from our point of view unnecessary coal plants in western Kansas. The coal plants are known by the town where the coal plant facility is, the Holcomb coal plants, and it's Sunflower Electric Power Corporation is the host entity, and then there's involvement by a Colorado utility, a rural electric co-op called Tri-State Generation and Transmission. As you've come through, we're in this stage of the process where there's a public comment period. So it's been a long process involving legislative action, involving 2 different gubernatorial administrations in Kansas, involving a lot of activism, a lot of lobbying, a lot of advertising on a number of parts on this. And where we are now is a public comment process. So the public in Kansas, the citizens of Kansas, have the last opportunity they're going to have to comment on this project, on the technical aspects of this project. A series of laws kind of constrained our permitting agency, the Kansas Department of Health and Environment, and they're reviewing this permit. We have, today's, the 13th, so we have 10 days until the 23rd of October. That's the deadline for public comment on
Scott,
this.
where do people go to comment?
You can go to the GPACE website, www.gpace.org, gpace.org, and that's on that website you can file comment directly with KDHE. There's a little place you can fill in your comments. There's talking points and more information. You click that button and an email goes directly to the Kansas Department of Health and Environment, and one stays with us so that we have a copy as well.
Okay, so people need to really step up and get those comments in the next
It's
10
critical,
minutes.
and something we didn't talk about earlier, but because Congress isn't taking action, what's happening is the nation's energy policy is being decided state by state, essentially. I would have to say that in many respects, the Environmental Protection Agency has kind of hung in there and actually stepped up to the plate on some of these regulatory issues, but there's no other action. And so what's happening is states are deciding on their own, and that's good in that it rewards activism and vision and far thinking and cooperation and collaboration in some ways, but it's bad in that you get this mishmash. I mean, it's also bad in some ways that some states are downwind of others, so the decisions made in one state under one set of regulatory issues are going to be very different and impact states that had nothing to do with that. And this is a case where Tri-State Generation and Transmission, which is really kind of driving this whole project, is a Colorado-based utility, and they're paying Sunflower Electric a lot of money to host this coal plant in Kansas because the political environment seemed to be better and the regulatory bar was lower. So it's a critical fight.